Well, this is a murder case in which an Indian member of the Creek Muskogee tribe is alleged to have killed someone. He was tried in Oklahoma courts, was convicted, and received the death penalty. But he claims that the crime took place on land that was given to the Indians before Oklahoma became a state.
I'm James Floyd, the principal chief of the Muskogee Creek Nation. We see this case as an affront to our sovereignty, or it could be any dissolution to our sovereignty.
Oklahoma is claiming no. When Oklahoma became a state, all of those promises that were made to the Indians about their land went away.
We had won court cases but lost by the sheer numbers of people who came in. We were forced to leave the state of Georgia. A few years later, forced to leave the state of Alabama. So, we were forced to walk more than 800 miles into Indian territory. The Treaty of 1866 is important because it affirmed that the United States established the reservation and said, this will be your land from now on.
The land that the Indians lived on comprises almost all of eastern Oklahoma. 1.8 million people live in these areas. So it would be a huge change, not just for law enforcement, but all sorts of taxation and other regulations.
The nation's not going to go in because we do not have the authority to tax non-Indians. We do not have the authority over the 1.8 million people that was stated that their lives was dramatically changed. No, it would not.
There were a number of questions from justices that were just very worried about what agreeing with Patrick Murphy, who was the person who brought this suit, and sort of throw a lot of things into question. And I think a number of questions from the justices were at that point. What are we doing here? What kind of chaos would we create if we changed everything at this point? And isn't it sort of awfully late in the game to be making a decision like this, more than 100 years after statehood for Oklahoma?